These ones, I'm not sponsored by them by any way, okay guys? But I figured out what was wrong with my boxwoods, why they were turning brown. And the reason why they're turning brown is because they have blight probably. So I'm going to spray my front yard and my backyard with this like I used to do. And that way we can get some of the insect control down in the area. So we're going to start doing that. I'm not sponsored by them, but it's just one that I've always used. And it's 3-in-1, so it kills all kinds of things. Okay guys, this pink is Boxwood Blight. See that? So you want to cut off all the brown spots. You want to weed it and get rid of.
Okay guys, so in North America it is very, very common for boxwoods to get blight. I am in Colorado, so this is something that does happen. It's been happening to a lot of people, and one of my patients actually, not naming names because of HEPA reasons, but they have the same problem. So one of my neighbors across the street does not have the same problem that I do. So I went through and I went ahead and cut all of my boxwoods back, figured out a solution, and it is boxwood blight. One of my boxwoods is actually doing really good after I sprayed it. So you want to put this on, and then you need it to be at least 24 to 72 hours. No rain, and that's what this was. Basically, I think it was actually a little bit less than that, maybe 24 to 48 actually for this one. So in about 3 weeks, I'm going to spray again, and then we're going to see what happens. I used to use this spray all the time in my garden, and why did I stop? I was a dumb doodle. But anyway, right here I am putting on the hose, and that's how you hook it on. There's a little spray thing, and then there's a tab. You have to kind of like move the tab in order to make the circle or thing like move down, so then it starts spraying. You want to make sure that your dogs and your pets are inside your house during this time, and you also want to make sure that maybe you think about doing like maybe the front yard first and then the backyard second. My dog has a pee-pee pad thing, so he does it inside, so I just did the whole entire thing. This also takes care of mites and fungal issues also. If you've been having a lot of brown spots on your roses lately, this product will help with any extra like mites or any of that kind of thing. It also helps with that rose mite thing that's going on, so that's why I always spray all my roses. I used to spray my roses right away, even if they were only a little bit not that old, so that might be something to think about too. The other thing is that you might want to also think about feeding your plants this year and feeding them a lot. I went through yesterday, which I did not record it because I was just like, I need to just get this stuff done. So I went through the other day, and I did a whole thing about cutting some branches off trees and trimming things down a little bit to make it look nicer, pulling the weeds, and then also I put fish emulsion all over everything. So I took about 8 ounces of fish emulsion in one of my extra spray bottles that could take care of fertilizer, and I sprayed everything. Even though like in the spring I just did a bunch of Job's stakes in all the grounds too. It doesn't matter. I would probably go like every couple of weeks or so and do some fish emulsion over everything. This year we're not doing the vegetable garden because the vegetable garden needs to be redone. So if I get to it this year, that's what we are heading to too. But I also have a lot more trees to trim and some other things to do first also. So we're going to see what it looks like in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for more updates and stuff like that. I used to do this all the time and it worked out pretty well, but I've kind of slacked off.
Alright guys, so in addition to the fertilizer that I was just putting on, or the fungal care, there's a couple other ones that I like to use. This one works pretty good for your tomatoes. This one you can put on also. I might use this later to see how this the bear stuff does, and I have a sprayer right here for it. The other thing that I have is right there, if you can see it, there's food grade diatomaceous earth, but that does kill other insects, but so does the mite stuff, so whatever. This is the Organic Plus fruit fertilizer made by Kellogg's, and it's organic. And then I also use the Evergreen Spikes by Job's and the tree and shrub fertilizer too, which sometimes this is just easier to use around all of your hydrangeas and everything. Excuse me, if you're not allergic to all of it. This is what I just used. This is what it looks like, the fruit fertilizer. And then of course, if I don't use all of it, I just put it back in the bag. If you have a mice problem, you might want to think about one of these buckets to put all your stuff in, because they've actually chewed through right here. And I have another one somewhere. There's another box that I marked for fertilizer too. So right now, you do have to wait 24 to 72 hours for the fertilizer to soak in. My different things used in Colorado, we have a lot of problems with mite stuff and spider control. You can see, and it likes to hang out right here. Sometimes I'll even use that stuff and spray the actual like door right here and all of the door, and sometimes I'll spray the siding too with it. I know that sounds like overkill, but it's probably cheaper than getting a natural. I want to try this one natural bug repellent stuff for ticks and stuff. We don't really have a problem with ticks down here. The place that you would have the most problem with ticks would be up in the mountains, but because we're not up in the mountains, we don't really have to deal with that too much. But it is something that does happen in the wooded areas. It can be a common thing. Sorry guys, my hair is all wacky and stuff because of the outside. It's 90 something degrees. So anyway, you have to keep your pets away from it, probably, I would say, as much as possible, at least for 24 hours if you can. I am going to be feeding him in a little while, so he is going to have to go potty. Hey, Shoba! Nashoba, come back inside. He just went on a walk, so he doesn't need to go potty. An antifungal like neem oil probably would be good. Dilute it though. Follow the directions on the back. Or like that bare fungal stuff will work too. So I'm going to start using that and start seeing if that helps out a lot. I might even start seeing if it's okay to plant with that. Because if it is, then usually that way it doesn't kill them. I think some of the plants that I had, some of them were like 2 years and they were already dead. Like within a year or 2 years, they're already dead. So maybe we'll run an experiment and see if that works. I mean, it always says all that stuff in the gardener's corners and stuff. Sorry, it's hot outside. So let's see how that goes. And see what else. You know, I used to do that all the time, and my roses used to last and be like better and stuff, and I didn't do it for the past couple years, and my ones in the front yard kind of, one of them's dead and then the other one's like starting to die. So maybe it's just a yearly thing, and I need to read on the directions, and maybe you guys might know too, but I think in the directions, you know, it does say too, when you're planting stuff, that you shouldn't be like planting with fertilizer of any sort, because it doesn't work very well. But since we have a tendency for like blight and stuff like that, it might be a good idea to see if that's something that maybe I should do an experiment on. Either that or wait until the after the year mark and just start doing that. So I used to do all of my plants and stuff, and when I first became a homeowner, I used to be really, really good at making sure all this stuff was done. But I've kind of slacked off over the years because of the fact that it's I don't know, because of you know, stuff happens. You know how that goes. So I'm going to be paying a monthly payment on a new phone because I need more room on my phone for all of these videos that I've been doing lately. So hopefully I'll be getting my new phone tomorrow. It'll be a monthly payment, of course, which will be really nice too. And oh, so hot. I think right now I'm gonna go take a shower because it's really hot. Today I took a break. It's a Tuesday. I'm on vacation still, so that's kind of nice. So you're gonna see some vacation day stuff or videos that are gonna be coming out here. Whew. I went on a walk today with Nishoba, and we did that kind of a thing also. And then of course we did the fertilizer stuff, and he's sitting here because it's like 3:58. I've been waiting for him to calm down. We kind of went late. He gets fed at 3 o'clock because we get up so early. So he gets fed twice a day. So you know how that goes. But anyway, I'm going to feed him and get going on to getting a shower and relaxing the rest of the day. Hopefully the fertilizer stuff helps. That's what helps in Colorado. I don't know about any other places because I've never lived in any other places. But if you have a zone, I think we're now 6, but I'm still going one zone lower, which is zone 5, because that's what I'm used to, or zone 4, because sometimes it gets pretty cold here. So those are probably the best thing to look for if you're in Colorado. Or they do have websites too where you can look up your zones and you just put your area code in. So anyway, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you guys inspire to do something wonderful in your life, no matter what it is, and inspire other people to do something wonderful in theirs. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful vacation this year, summertime, even though it's going to seem like a short one because of all the rain. But man, do we need it. We need to fill those lakes. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't work too hard. but I know you will. We'll see you next time on Food Aspire Home and Garden.